Queens of the Stone Age on XFM, and we are now joined on the Josh Widdicombe Show for the final hour, as always, by Mr. James Acaster.
I really like the ending to that song.
Do you?
Yeah.
Just the
you think it's finished, and then it goes, no, it hasn't finished, it is rocking till the end. Right to the end.
I mean, it's better than what you just did there.
What? That's what it does. That's exactly what happens, right?
Yeah, well, that is exactly. How are you, James?
Good, thanks, mate, yeah.
Yeah? Any news?
Not really.
No?
Just been maxing out. Maxing out? Is that a word?
Yeah, it is. Well, you're pretty urban, Neil. Could you confirm if that's a word?
Maxing out, isn't that used in the title of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
That's what I was thinking there, actually. I think I was... He says chilling out, maxing, so maybe I was getting chilling out and maxing. Maxing out, I think, is more what the
you know the lyrics, don't you, to the verse of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that is often not kept on the...
Oh, I don't know the lyrics to that.
Oh, do you not?
No, but he's on a plane, he's got a drink. It's very confusing.
Sure, James doesn't want to have a stab at it.
It says drinking champagne out of a champagne glass, I think, at one point. He actually says...
I'm not sure that's a good enough lyric, is it? If you are at home and you know the lyrics... to make it clear, what this is on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, occasionally, like, the episode would obviously be shorter than it should have been or something. So there's, like, a rogue third verse that they'd edit into the title sequence. Very occasionally, though, wasn't it?
Every now and again, and you go, oh, we're in for one of the poorer episodes now, because he's on a plane drinking some champagne out of a champagne glass.
He's not been maxing for ages.
Yeah, it's warning signs.
Well, that's good.
I was going to say, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you like trivia.
Yeah.
You know Uncle Phil?
Yeah.
He was the voice of Shredder in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon.
That's a very good bit of trivia. How do you feel about that, James? You're looking at...
Sorry, my friend Joe's just texted me saying, chilling out, max, and relaxing, not maxing.
Ah!
So there you go.
There you go.
Someone's got nothing better to do this Saturday afternoon.
So, does that mean they're chilling out to a maximum level?
Chilling out, max. Yeah, so he's chilling out to a maximum level and he's relaxing.
You probably don't need to do both.
No one's ever maxed, probably. I mean, I feel like a fool for saying it now.
If you are at home and you're maxing, send in your pictures of yourselves maxing. Not if it's a rude thing. What we don't want is an awkward situation like that on our hands. But, yes, so, well, I'm quite looking forward to see if anyone knows that verse. Don't Google it, don't cheat.
No,
but
have a stab at what you think it should be.
Or what you think it should be.
Yeah, write your own...
Write your own verse. It's to go between which bits?
It's when he's left West Philadelphia and he's on his way to Bel-Air. It's before he gets in the cab. Everything that happens to him, between his mum saying you're going to move with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air, to him saying I whistled for a cab and then it came near, everything before that was
Yeah, because actually with the verse edited out, it does imply that he had the wealth to get a taxi from Philadelphia on the east coast of America.
All the way to Bel-Air.
All the way to Bel-Air on the west coast. I mean, that would have been...
Well, with a taxi driver who... He says smells. I mean, he's not complimentary at all about that guy.
Well, if you're driving someone the whole way down Route 66, then of course. I mean, I reckon he's looking at upwards of $10,000 for that taxi journey.
Obviously, he knows what he's going to do. He's going to get to the mansion. It's all on Uncle Phil in Colton. They're going to be paying for that taxi.
Yeah, I wonder whether they stopped in motels. Maybe we're going too deeply into it, but. I mean, in that situation, I wonder if you'd agree a flat fee with the taxi driver or whether you'd put it on the clock.
I'd do it ahead. I'd go, look, how much would it cost me to get to Bel-Air? It's a long story. A couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighbourhood and now I need to get a cab.
I heard, we'll go to success. I'll just tell you this amazing cab story that I heard. There was a member of, I won't say who it was, there was a member of a band and they were on tour around Europe. And they were somewhere like, they were in Munich or whatever. And it was 3 a.m. and they were really drunk. So just couldn't speak the language, got in a cab and just showed the guy, who's like, this is my hotel, showed him his key card. The driver's like, I'm not taking this. Like, just take me to this hotel. And it was the key card from the night before when he was in Amsterdam.
Josh Widdicombe Podcast XFM.
This is Josh Widdicombe with James Acaster.
Hello.
Producer Neil.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. There it is, the catchphrase. With a slight twist. Now, we've had some tweets about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. We went off on a tangent. We seem to have created... Now, I should name some people that got this right. tuna sardines, and Dan Perkins is. I mean, no, that's not one that got it right. That's just a completely different thing. It's just somebody wanted a shout out from Neil, so note that down, Neil. Now, here we go. Someone's tweeted in that they're chilling in a bath. Anyway, let's move on. Cheryl, Sherrelle.
Carl.
Right, Carl has tweeted in. This is the lyrics to the middle verse of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's song that's usually not in the title sequence. If you haven't been listening, that came up and we thought we'd run with it. First class. Oh, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass. Is this what people of Bel-Air are living like? This might be all right.
That sounds. That is correct.
Is that correct?
Orange juice as well.
Yeah.
Someone should have told him he could have had champagne.
I suppose he was under 21, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably was. But then, I don't know why he thinks that orange juice out of a champagne glass is the best thing ever.
No.
I'm drinking it out of a champagne glass. Yeah, but well, it's orange juice.
Yeah. Well, you'd get more if you just put it in a normal tumbler.
Look at this. It's what I've always talked about on the b-ball court. No one listened to me.
I mean, I still like the idea that you got the taxi. We've also got another Fresh Prince-based tweet. Ben from Bracknell. On YouTube, there is a pretty good mashup of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up.
Brilliant.
So we all know exactly what I'm doing what we're all doing as soon as we get home.
Yep, you're going to a karaoke bar and you're asking for Rick Astley and you're singing Fresh Prince over the top of it. You always go the long way around things, Josh. It's very strange.
Josh Widdicombe.
XFM. It's Josh Widdicombe here. But
Hello, mate.
I am handing over the reins for your classic scrape.
Thank you very much, Josh. This is a archive one,
yes.
And I believe I may have briefly told you this once before, but you don't know the whole story.
Oh yes.
So I once did a skydive.
Neil's already on board.
Oh yes. Already liking this, Neil. I decided that I need to do more adrenaline-fueled things in my life, so I saw a poster advertising for charity skydive jumps.
Why did you make that decision?
I had a boring life at the time. I was working on the band, and had a part-time job in a kitchen.
Yeah.
And
how long was your part-time job in a kitchen?
I did that for 17 to 23, 6 years.
17 to 23, 6 years? 6 years, all right. Sorry.
6 years, yeah. From the ages of 17 to 23.
You weren't good enough to ever turn pro?
I didn't want to, mate.
Oh, right.
I was going to be a world-class musician.
Oh, yeah. Well, keep dreaming.
I'm not there yet, but you have to become a comedian first, I think.
Yeah,
of course. But I got all my sponsorship for the skydives all done.
Who are you skydiving for?
Age concern. That was my only option.
Why?
It was the poster was like,
I see.
You have to do it for age concern.
Yeah.
So
you've always been concerned about?
I tell you what, it's hard to get sponsorship for age concern. No one cares.
No one's concerned.
Yeah, everyone's going, what's your problem? What do you mean age concern? You go, well, yeah, they're old. Yeah. Yeah, well,
Let me just say, it's a totally worthwhile charity, but their name doesn't make it sound as,
No,
they should have a word with their PR. Age nightmares. That's what they should.
Age crisis.
Age crisis.
If I was collected for age crisis, I would have got so much money. I don't even have to do the skydive. Just take it, mate. They need it.
Slightly worried about age. Just slightly concerned. You're right, Steve. Just slightly concerned about aging.
Concerned.
Do you want a tenner? Yeah, all right, yeah, that'll make it better.
I'm also collecting for knee concerned. Concerned about my knees, other people's knees.
Yeah, I've also got a bit of a quibble about my elbow.
Are you collecting for elbow quibbles? Yeah.
Anyway.
So I collected all the money, went to the skydive centre.
Yeah.
And they train you up and stuff. I was all ready for it.
Train?
They train you up.
Oh, I thought you said chain.
They chain you up. You're not backing out, mate. How concerned are you?
Now you're concerned.
I was pushing you up. No, they train you.
Yeah.
And so you get attached to your skydiving instructor. So I'm on the front. He's wearing me on the front like a reverse backpack.
Yep.
all of us get all the age concerners, all the people concerned about age and the skydive instructors.
Were you the youngest?
I was the youngest one, yeah, I was. Yeah. I mean, everyone else was more concerned than I was. They were closer to it. We all got the plane, flew up, and the first guy looked out the hatch and went, too cloudy. Landed it. Too cloudy.
Was this one of the concerners or one of the trainers?
One of the proper professional skydivers. Too cloudy. Which I don't understand the too cloudy
concern?
thing. We've got a bit of cloud concern, guys. Can you all sponsor me? I understand it because I was like, well, you should have known it was cloudy from the ground. Why we had to fly up here to discover that it was cloudy? And also, I didn't think that wasn't it. Like, we've flown up here when it's cloudy. Surely that's the risky part. When we jump, we'll overtake the cloud.
He hates it cloudy. You never get that guy a lemonade in Victorian England.
Cloudy, I'm not drinking it. Forget it. So we landed the plane. I had to go back the next week. Following week, same thing again, got in, went up. Same guy, too cloudy. I was like, right, just check this guy's eyesight. He's got...
Did it look particularly cloudy?
Oh, I don't know. I thought, I can see what you mean. There's some cloud here, but we're in the sky. I expected it.
When I'm in a plane, it's always cloudy.
Yeah. Solid cloud.
Solid cloud,
It's where the cloud is.
Yeah. Don't go in the sky if you want to avoid the clouds.
It's a little bit cloudy. Yeah, it's a little bit grassy down there on the ground as well. Worst observationalist ever. Landed it again. Third time, got in the plane, went up. First guy jumps out. By the time it's my turn, he's messed up his landing, injured his back.
Oh no! Oh no!
And he's sprawled out on the landing thing, and none of us are allowed to jump anymore. So the plane.
They'd established that jumping out of a plane might be a bit dangerous.
Yeah, I said, actually, there's no second thoughts. This is ridiculous. What were we thinking? Think about your health. I mean, you guys are concerned about age. You're not going to make it that far if you keep doing stuff like this. But, so we couldn't land because he was on the landing spot, so the plane had to go land somewhere else, get out. We had to wait for the ambulance.
It would have been disastrous if he'd been there waiting for an ambulance and then you'd landed on him. That would have really rubbed something away.
Sorry, mate, it was so cloudy we couldn't see you. So I had to, and then they said, when he's picked up by the ambulance, we can probably do the jump. So we're waiting for ages, and the ambulance just took so long to get there.
Was it an air ambulance?
Yeah, it was. They were like, too cloudy, we can't make it. So then the fourth time I went, I was so...
Was this 4 weekends in a row?
4 weekends in a row.
Fuming.
Yeah, but so the first time I'd gone up, I was really nervous.
I thought the plane was fuming, but...
The first time I went up, really nervous, and then got cancelled. Second time, a little bit less nervous. Each time, a little bit less nervous. The fourth time, I didn't care.
Old hand.
I was like, we're not doing this.
Was the guy
know the drill.
Okay?
He was fine. He's absolutely fine, that guy. We raised some money for back concern, and he's absolutely fine. So I was like, this isn't going to happen. It always gets cancelled, I don't care. So in the plane, I was the most relaxed person ever.
Yeah.
And then it happened. So I was completely not ready. I was just there, quite chilled out, and then the guy just stands up. Because you're attached to him, you got no control. He just walks you to the door and jumps out.
Oh, my word. So were you just being dragged along?
Well, you have to lift your feet.
You were wearing him like are you in the front or the back?
I'm on the front, so he's like a backpack, but he's taller than me. So I just took my feet off the ground, and he just walks with you. And you cross your arms in front of your chest, and you got to look at the ceiling. So you're not even looking out the plane. So you don't know yet if you're at the door. It gets a little bit windy, and then suddenly
I can't even think about it.
all of your vision just goes, whoosh, and then you can see the ground, and you're flying through the air. Now that bit was amazing. But and he was lovely. This guy, I've met him 4 weekends in a row. Really moody, quiet guy. Just didn't say anything. As soon as we jumped out the plane, he was like a different person. It was like he transformed. It's like he lived in the skies.
Yeah.
So as soon as we jumped out,
like when you get on the airwaves.
Yeah, exactly like when I'm on the airwaves, spitting my scrapes. So he was just there like, whoa, yeah, really shouting in my ear and going, hey James, how do you like free fall? And I was like, yes, very nice. And he was like, ah. And then he pulled the cord for the parachute.
Yeah. And
then my stomach just like... almost soared about 6 feet above my head, back into my stomach, 6 feet the other way, and then he started zigzagging around the skies, going, "Check this out!" And I felt really ill, so I said, "Sorry, mate, we're gonna have to stop this." And so he got really gutted because then I spoiled his favourite thing. So then we were just drifting down, motionless, while he was in my ear, just going. just constantly. And then I realised, back then I used to exclusively wear slip-ons. Which wasn't a good idea. And I realised that
Exclusive? How many did you have?
I just had like about 3 pairs of slip-ons. I'd have a rotation. And I realised that one of them was doing the opposite of what it's meant to do and slipping off.
Oh my word. How high up? We
were still probably...
Did you see the ground?
I can see the ground, yeah.
You're not in the clouds.
Yeah, the clouds have got... I mean, there's no clouds that day, that's how we got to do the jump. But, yeah, I can see the ground, but we're still thousands of feet. So, like, I had to hook my toes up and keep the slip-on on.
Oh.
Because I didn't want it to fall and, like, kill a cow or something in the field.
No.
And then,
concern.
I kept on, like, I felt like I was going to be sick. And on the landing, you're supposed to land together. He's supposed to pull these, the steering handles, and then you both, like, almost do a little jump and then land. But I was so ill, I couldn't do it. So he was like, got to do an emergency landing.
Emergency?
Emergency landing.
What's the emergency?
He
The
leans
ground's
back,
approaching?
and he leans back and he skids in on his bum. That's what he has to do. But before he did it, it was just everyone else was on the floor. He just started shouting down to them, "Make way! We got a sleeper! We got a sleeper here!"
Amazing.
He skids in, and my mum bought the photo, which is of me and him laying on the ground, and it's me on top of him, just looking absolutely passed out, and him literally looking over at his skydiver mates, holding his hands in the air, and with this facial expression of, "Always me. Why is it always me?"
Brilliant. That's amazing. I can't believe you did a skydive.
Yeah.
How much money did you raise?
I can't remember, actually. I can't not remember how much money I raised.
But you didn't do it for that.
I did do it for that. I did it for the concern.
Well, that's good. At least you didn't kill a cow.
Yeah.
Or, get stuck in a cloud. That's what happens. You just slowly come to a
They
halt.
jump out the plane and just straight, like, full 1 foot, and then, oh, what a cloud. There's an angel playing a harp. Hey, you guys aren't meant to do it when the weather's like this.